Hi, I'm Zoe Amma, and in this final video in the series for small charity leaders, I want to share with you how you can pull together your AI leadership action plan for the next 90 days. I've recently been working with 50 small charity leaders on our Charity AI Leadership Accelerator program in partnership with Microsoft. And I've got lots of ideas and recommendations that come from that, from what that plan could look like and some of the things you might want to think about. Now, if you haven't done so already, I really encourage you to look at the other videos in the series. They're only 5 minutes each. And in those videos, you'll have looked at the 5 strategic questions that you'll need to ask in order to begin to move forward with AI. We've also talked about how you can start the conversation about AI with your board, what you might want to guide them on. And in the third video, we looked at how you can build AI confidence of your team, your staff and your volunteers. So here's how you can pull all of that work together into a really simple plan that you can start to put into practice over the next 3 months. So in your first month, for me, it's about really leading that conversation about discovery. Now, in the first video, we talked about looking at where you can identify some ways in which you can use AI. And once you've started to identify these ways in which you can use AI during that first month, you might want to do some really simple testing. So that could be, there are 5 ways in which AI can help us save some time, take the load off our staff. Let's just create a spreadsheet where we're going to log those. We're going to record what we've learned, what tools we can use, how to manage risk, and also some thoughts on how we might potentially take this forward if it has worked well. So really focusing on discovery and listening and learning and starting to measure the impact of what you're doing. And there you might want to look at how much time you might be saving, for example, or where it might be helping staff with their well-being, meaning that they're not spending every single hour at their desk, for example. So that's month 1, really focusing on what that discovery looks like, what you can learn from how you are testing your use of AI, and also what you can learn from how you might have used it so far. Then in month 2, after you've focused on that testing phase, you can start to work with your staff to really shape what that vision for the future looks like. Now, we talked about this a bit in the first video and also the second video in the series, so please do go back and look at those. But once you've got that insight from that really simple testing phase, that first month that we've just talked about, you will have some really great learnings, and you will be able to start to identify where AI can make a difference in helping you increase your impact. So then you can work alongside your staff and your volunteers to begin to work out, well, really based on what we've learned so far, where could this go? How can we start to really put some flesh on the bones of what success looks like here, and how you can start to measure it? So that will be a great process to bring everyone together and start to define a bit more where you're going. And then month 3 is really beginning to prioritise what you do based on what you have learned through the testing that you've done. So by now you've probably created some energy, some momentum. Your staff are starting to feel more confident. They might be feeling more excited about using AI. They might also be feeling a bit clearer on where they're not going to use AI as well, and where it may not be as useful as you would like it to. So stepping back, taking a good look at what you have learned from all those different ways in which you've used AI, what you've tested, you can then begin to prioritise what's really delivering a lot of value, what you might want to start focusing your efforts on, where there might be ways in using AI where it's not making so much of a difference, where in fact it might create some extra work for example, if it hasn't been effective in that area. So beginning to really prioritise what's a definite yes, what you're not sure about, what you're not going to do again. And providing that kind of guidance as a leader will really help staff begin to realise where AI is going to help them in their role, and also help their organisation as well. So those are the 3 key things I recommend you do. Month 1, really get that discovery process going. Month 2, start to look at what success might look like. And then month 3, begin to prioritise how you might use AI. And once you've done that, you can start to develop that vision for where you're ultimately going even further. I hope that's been useful for you. Please do take a look at all the other videos in this series if you haven't already. And please do sign up for more resources and more support for small charity leaders in AI by following the link at the end of this video. Thank you.